I have some NinjaTrader 8 strategy questions. I want to share with you those good questions, by the way, and we will answer these types of questions as well in our upcoming webinar. This coming Wednesday, May the 26th, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You can click on this button on our home page and register for the webinar. Here are the questions referring to my Cobra 3 and SR CounterTrend trading system links. I'll show you those in a minute. I've seen your videos, but I'm not clear how the above strategies work. For example, does it trade only long shorts, only a certain time frame? Are profit targets, stop losses fully flexible? What is it best suited for? I'm looking to trade futures, mainly MES, ES, NQ, MNQ, and commodities, forex, and the near future. So good questions, and I'm going to go over each of these questions here, show you the strategies in NinjaTrader 8, and referring to Cobra 3. Right here, this can trade the E-mini Dow, can trade the E-mini S&P, can trade the E-mini NASDAQ, and I have some videos, NinjaTrader 8 performance and setup. You see right here on Cobra 3 E-mini S&P. You see back-tested historical performance summaries going back to 2003 for profit target and non-profit target versions below. Non-profit target versions didn't work as well in recent performance with the choppier markets, but the profit target versions did well. As you can see, the equity curve is very nice. Cobra 3 E-mini S&P with the $600 profit target. And I'm going to show you that in NinjaTrader as well. So let's look at this. I'm going to right click. I'm going to turn this strategy on, show you the settings for this. So clicking on this, and here is Cobra 3 E-mini NASDAQ, and I'm going to go over each of these questions here. So does it trade long and shorts? Yes, it can trade long, take long and short trades. You could turn longs off by unchecking take long trades. You could turn shorts off by unchecking take short trades if you wanted, but by default they trade them both. And this is designed for 15-minute bars. So that is the time frame that it uses, the pattern that it uses. You could test different, I guess, bars. You could use it on 5-minute. We use time series bars. You don't use any custom symbol charts. There's profit targets and stop losses. You can see here, use long stop loss, true. Use short stop loss, true. Or check mark. You want to check these. Use long profit target, check mark. Use short profit chart, check mark. And the long stop loss amount is 600. Short stop loss amount is 600. The long profit target is 1400. The short profit target amount is 2,900. Break-even amounts and dollar trailings are not effective unless you use break-even and use dollar trailing. Those are not checked by default. You can select the start time. This is based on Eastern Standard Time, so the day session would start at 9:30. This would be from 9:45 to 30 minutes before the cash close, and then it would exit. You want to set this actually to 1,600, so this should be 1,600 right here. And this is the start time for the shorts, when it can start taking short trades. When it stops taking short trades is short finish time, and then the short exit time. You do need market internals from Kinetic, advancers, decliners for this. And so that is how you would set this up. I'm going to enable this by checking this and applying. And then we'll go over the results of this strategy once all the trading system signals are there. I have a lot of data loaded, so it will take a little bit of time. I'll pause the video while those trading system signals are being loaded. So you see the signals on the chart. It trades the day session only. It does not trade every day. You can see that the last trade that this took was May the 14th, which was last Friday. And so it has not traded all week. My strategies are low frequency. They don't always trade every day. Some strategies are more active than others. And I found that combining low frequency strategies is better than trying to make a single methodology trade more frequently. So these are some of the strategy signals. Here is the back test. I'm going to show you how to get that back test. You right click, strategy performance, click on this, historical, and you can see 1,719 trades. This is going back to 2007. $67.23 average trade profit. This is without slippage and commission. That average trade profit is higher in the recent market environment. Let's look at the analysis. Here is the equity curve, and you can see how the equity curve is kind of accelerated more in recent years. You can look at the average trade profit on an annual basis, and that's one of the key metrics that we look at is the average trade profit along with the drawdown. So Average trade profit right here since 2018 is 205 in 2018.
Autofill.
2295. It's a slow year. 179 in 2020 and 114 in 2021. So in 2017 and 2019, you're not going to get you're going to get a low average trade profit, and once you add slippage and commission, these will be down years. But when you have more volatility, higher ranges, we're at a time period now when the point value is higher, and so I like this strategy. I think it's in a sweet spot for this type of market environment, and so $114, $179, 205 average trade profits are really good average trade profits for a day trade strategy. You can see the profit on the year: 24,000 in 2020, 23,000 in 2018, up 5,000 in 2021, and so that is E-mini NASDAQ Cobra 3. Again, it trades the S&P, and we also have SR CounterTrend. So I want to show you that. Now keep in mind also that these can be traded on the micros. The stop loss would be, profit targets would all be 1/10. So instead of $600, it'd be $60. Instead of a $1,400 profit target, it'd be a $140 profit target on the longs, $290 on the shorts. Also want to cover the drawdown at 8,606 drawdown, and the long side is better, 45.87. So if you just trade the long side, you get historically a lower drawdown. And also, the micros 1/10 of that roughly. Sometimes the trades are different on the micros than the minis, because not all of these at the swing highs and swing lows, there can be 1 to 3 ticks difference in price, which can affect your being stopped out or hitting a profit target on one versus the other. So let's look at SR CounterTrend 2 now. Here is SR CounterTrend 2 E-mini S&P. Right here you see in this tab is SR CounterTrend 2. I need to update this performance summary. So we had a strong beginning of 2020, and then after August of 2020, this thing has gone through a drawdown. So I tell you that up front. NASDAQ, you can see the latest performance summary. Gold, not the latest, these are through 2019. I need to update these. So hard to keep everything updated, it takes a while, but I can always update you in the portfolio calculator as well. And let's turn this strategy on. Look at the very latest. Right click strategies and SR CounterTrend 2 E-mini S&P. This is on the E-mini S&P. So both these strategies can work on the E-mini S&P, E-mini NASDAQ. You can adjust the number of contracts, the max daily entries, some of these other parameters. You can adjust the stop loss, the profit target. You can uncheck the profit target to turn it off. This one isn't split into long shorts. It's just a it's just set up so that the profit target and stop loss are the same for both long and shorts. And dollar trail and break even are turned off by default. And so let's turn this on and look at the results. Recently it's been in a drawdown. So I'm going to pause the video while the trading system signals update. So this one is developed to trade on 5-minute charts. Let's look at the performance summary. Going back to 2007, 47,762.50, 72.26 average trade profit. This has a higher percentage profitability, 58.85, and max drawdown is 69.62.50 on the E-mini S&P. And here it is. You can see how it did really well. Just a parabolic acceleration in the equity curve through actually 9/22/2020, and then we've had this pullback. And so typical, the trend line for this equity curve is still positive if you take a look, and I actually like getting in on drawdowns. So if you kind of draw some trend lines in here to kind of see where this is, it's still accelerated. So I like starting on drawdowns. You can see starting on this drawdown, it's hard to pick the exact turning point, but starting on this drawdown you get a pop. And so we develop strategies and portfolios of trading systems so that we include strategies that are both at equity peaks and strategies that are in drawdowns. And so there's different cycles, different methodologies, and you want to keep that in mind. You don't want to develop a portfolio that trades 10 momentum NASDAQ strategies that are all at equity peaks. If you do that, right? You might start implementing it as soon as the market just starts getting really choppy and they all lose at the same time. So you want counter trend and momentum type strategies, as well as different markets in portfolios. So just trading the stock indexes, you can do that. Certainly you have more diversity when you trade other markets, and so that's what we encourage, and that is what our upcoming webinar is all about, coming up next Wednesday, May the 26th. Go to capstonetradingsystems.com, go to Ninjatrader 8 50K portfolio webinar. If you want to see the replay for this, email me. I've sent it to my email list, so I can send you a link for that as well. And go click here, and it'll take you to the registration 50K Futures Trading System portfolio for Ninjatrader 8. And we will be going live Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for about an hour. And we'll answer any questions like this that you have about the Ninjatrader setup for the 50K portfolio.